運命を越えてきてもここでは誰も私を知らないただ歩くだけでいい知らない顔が流れてゆく誰も私の名前を知らないそれが少し自由だった知られない午後の光をそっと持ち帰る
Today's video, I want to do a deep dive into why the 35mm isn't just for convenience, but why it's a focal length that is mostly used in cinema. We're going to talk about the 35mm perspective, my favorite lenses, why directors love to use this focal length, and how it affects characters and environments. So what makes this focal length so special? Unlike wide lenses that pull the scenes apart or telephoto lens that focus on details or emotions, the 35mm gives you balance. With the 35mm focal length, every frame feels lived in. Every frame invites your eye to explore the world, not just the subject, and at the same time, you can get close to your subject, feel the moment, how it feels to be in that exact scene. It's a fine balance between intimacy and space. Unlike the 50 or the 85, these two lenses focus on intimacy and details. It takes you closer to your characters. But with a 35, it gives you context. It gives you an understanding why your character is where they are at. This isn't a convenient focal length because when used correctly, you'd realize that everything in frame needs to be intentional. What you want to show in frame, what you cannot hide. That's why 50mm and the 85mm seems easier because it hones into something and it hides a lot more than the 35. And if there's one lens that truly teaches you how to embrace the moment, how it feels between the relationship of the environment and its characters, it's the 35mm. It's the lens that keeps subjects in their environment, letting you feel the space, the light, the contrast, the story. Now, after watching the work of Wong Kar-wai and Christopher Doyle, Luca Guadagnino, something changed within my thinking of how I use my 35mm to tell stories. It's the art of telling stories through space and its relationship with the characters. If I want something fast and reliable and with autofocus, the Viltrox 35mm 1.2 Lab would be my choice, the ultimate rival to the Sony G Master lenses. If I want something tiny with a touch of vintage, I would choose the Thypox Chimera C 35mm. But there's one lens that I thought would be perfect for this 35mm mini masterclass, and that is the Nisi Athena 35mm T1.9 Prime. It's got a small and lightweight design, great for travels, and it's got one of the best looking cinema lenses in this price range. It's clean, and it's perfect for capturing environments around your videos, your characters. There are no distractions like chromatic aberration because the Nisi Athena smoothens it out and it looks clean and cinematic. And the best part is there's minimal focus breathing, so we can focus on the story, the character, and the environment in the frame. Everything you see in this video is shot on the Nisi Athena 35mm, even this talking head. This is why I'm using this lens to complement and elevate what makes 35mm unique among other lenses. Now look at Luca Guadagnino's movie Call Me By Your Name, a sun-drenched coming-of-age romance in Italy, shot entirely on a 35mm lens. So you can see every sunbeam on the terrace, every little gesture between Elio and Oliver, every ripple in the water. It pulls you more into the moment. It seems like the characters and the environment feel inseparable. You're not just watching it, you're in it. Take Wong Kar-wai and his cinematographer Christopher Doyle. In the Mood for Love, set in 1960s Hong Kong, is basically a masterclass in using space to show emotion. They frame characters through doorways, windows, and layers in the foreground. Shadows stretch across the hallway, staircases, tables. Even the simplest things carry emotions. You don't just watch the story, you feel the environment around the characters too. Now let's take that lesson and make it practical. The environment isn't just a backdrop, it's a part of the story, or at least your character's story. With a 35mm lens, walls, staircases, streets, and reflections can carry emotions. It could create tension or highlight intimacy. You don't need action to make a frame compelling. Sometimes letting a room breathe or letting, as simple as the sunlight hitting a table, it tells more than a dialogue ever could. The key is to see your space as alive. Let the camera linger, let the light and shadow interact with each other, let the environment shape the mood alongside with your characters, and that's the true beauty of using a 35mm. The 35mm isn't just about the lens, it's about how you see the world, how you compose space, motion, and light to tell a story. It's what keeps the environment alive, the characters connected, and what hooks the viewer inside the frame. So next time you pick up your camera, think less about gear and more about perspective, about the story, about frames that feel lived in. Because when you start seeing like a director, every frame becomes cinematic. Every wall, every street, every reflection becomes a character. If you have any questions about the 35mm perspective or just any additions to this video, let me know in the comments down below. And if you like my colors and want your edits to feel like a movie, everything is on my website. But until then, I will see you in the next video. Peace.